Should be a lot of money. Oh, Byron! Oh my gosh, Byron, are you kidding me right now? What the hell was that, Byron? What the hell was that? What are you doing? Frickin' Byron, man. He just launched me into outer space. Frickin' Byron. Alright, gang. Welcome back to our playthrough on Beyleron. You joined me in January. It has been snowing. It is actively snowing now. We have snow everywhere, but what a view we have out of our house. Man, I can't get enough of this view. It's fantastic. Could not have placed our house in a better location. So, we've got a number of things we need to accomplish today. Most specifically, the field we drilled in the last episode needs to be fertilized and it needs to be sprayed with herbicide. So that is objective goal number 1. Goal number 2 is what we have mentioned before. Either this section or this section, maybe both for now, who knows, will be turned into crop fields. One of them ideally may not be a crop field entirely the whole time, but it will be a crop field for a good portion of that period, give or take. We'll see. We'll at least do one of them today. We probably won't do both, but we'll at least do one of them today. The reason why we're saying only one more than likely, or if we do two, it's only going to be for a brief period of time, is because we have got to put down some placeables, more specifically some productions, probably some greenhouses, things of that nature in one of those sections. Now, you could argue that we could put some of that over here, and I would agree with you, we could. But I kind of want to keep it separated from this area here. And this area may end up changing eventually as well. So that shed cover, whatever you want to call it, may eventually go away. We'll see, right? We'll see. It's not a guarantee that that's going to stay there the entire time. We may end up moving our headquarters over there towards our silo once we are able to buy some more land. But that is in the near to long-term future. For now, we've got to focus on what we currently have, because we really don't have a whole lot of money. A couple other things we are going to attempt to go for today. We have been utilizing it. Well, no, we haven't yet. But more than likely, we will be utilizing it. There's a little bit of a spoiler. In our Frugal Millionaire Challenge on Mazzo, we will probably be utilizing the Tree Devourer in this series to get some wood chips. We've got a lot of trees around here. A lot of these trees that I really don't want to spend the money to put a production in for wood. So we're probably just going to chop those into wood chips and then sell them. It's going to be best to sell them today, so that is going to be another one of our objectives today. We'll at least get the field plowed up so we know where we're going to plant it. We may not plant it today, but we'll get it plowed up, and then the other portion is us going to be going around here and getting rid of all these trees and turning them into wood chips. If we can. Now, the big problem with that is some of these trees are going to be hard to get to. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to get to them or not, but we're going to attempt it. We're going to give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. Now, I have no freaking clue where I've been or where I haven't been right now with the fertilizer. No idea. I think we're doing pretty good, but realistically, this is going to be very difficult for me to actually see where I've been and where I have not been. And I've done it before. I really don't like doing it, and I'm sure you don't like seeing it. It's probably really hard on the eyes as far as glitchiness and just not good quality is when I keep having to flip in and out of the menu to see where I've been. So because of that reason, we will not put a time lapse in here. I don't want to go through that again, if at all possible. But how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Man, we've got a lot of trees here on this, just on this specific plot of land. This is where most of our trees are. We probably, even though I don't really like getting rid of all of them, we're probably going to get rid of every single tree on this plot. Just because it's going to be a big money maker for us, and we need money badly right now. We could certainly put some more trees back down. We can plant some more. We probably will. But that will have to be in the future. It won't be now. Obviously, we'd plant them in the idea, the hope that eventually we would chop them down. to make a little money off of them. The time of this recording, we are at, I think, 915 subscribers, or right around that. It's crazy. We're getting very, very close. By the time this comes out, it's probably going to be more than 915, but the time of the recording is around 915 subscribers, excuse me. So we're getting very close to 1,000, and when we get to 1,000, I will be doing a giveaway. I'm not going to give a whole lot away on what that giveaway will be yet, but it's going to be pretty cool. Well, at least I think it's pretty cool. Maybe you won't think it is, but I think it's pretty cool. Regardless, it is something free that you can get just for being a subscriber on the channel. More to come on that. I will do probably a separate video. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, just a separate video with the camera on, actual camera on. I have that on my other channel, but I mean, I've never done it on my farm channel, so we'll do that for the giveaway. So I can just talk to you. You can see my face. But you could go see my face on the other channel anytime you want, I guess. So that doesn't really do that big of a... It's not that big of a deal, I guess, but maybe you get what I mean. I am really not doing that great of a job here, but... doing the best I can, I guess, considering the situation. Look at all the snow on those tires. We're sliding around, so it's a good thing we got these chunky tires out here. We want to be that line right there, basically, I think. I think that should do it. Then we got to do a little bit of touch-up here, and we're done with the fertilizing. Sorry about having to go in and out of the menus here, gang. It's just, it's hard to see where I've been and where I haven't. That's really the only option I have. If I go like this, I mean, it's even worse. Alright, we just need to get this little patch up here. I'm not too concerned about those little tiny strips that were missed. It's not going to be that big of a deal, but there is a big patch up here that we definitely should look to fix. Giddy up. Alright, that field has been fertilized for the second application, so now we just got to do the spraying on it. And then we will move to... we're probably going to move to the tree devour, I think. Well, actually, hold on a second. Let's look. Wood chips. Where are we at here? Here we are, wood chips. They are best right now in January. 1878. Absolutely. We're going to move to wood chips. We're going to get all these trees knocked down. As many trees as we can pretty much take out, we're going to do. I may even take out some of the ones on our little path up to our house, even though I said I was considering leaving them. That's why I didn't chop them all down originally. We may even consider getting rid of those too. And then putting in our own row, which I kind of said the very, very beginning. If you recall back to the very, very beginning of this Beyleron playthrough, you'll recall that I said that I wanted to potentially take them all out and put in a specific type of tree, like a row of them going straight back. Kind of how you see in some different farmhouses. Not many anymore, but some of them. You do see that. Alright. Let's go get this sprayed really quick. The sprayer is over there by the silo. I'll just run right into the tree, Z. Good job. I'm sliding all over the place. The snow has got me going everywhere. Here comes Alfred. There he goes. Haven't had... I'm gonna jinx myself, so I know... I'm gonna jinx myself, I know it. Haven't had a whole lot of run-ins, a whole lot of issues with Byron in this playthrough yet. Which is very surprising. I love the way the water looks with the snow, though. It looks so good. Love that. We're getting close to a full egg pallet, so we can take a look at that, too. Maybe sell some eggs today. There's no way for me to fix that over there. I tried a couple other things off camera. I don't think I told you that, but I did. The first time I tried to put some trees and bushes down to try to kind of hide the drop in elevation there. And the next time we loaded it up, they just disappeared. So I wasted money on that. I tried a few other things. They also did not work. So we're stuck with that just being in the air. It's just levitating. We'll just imagine that the chickens have a levitating cart over there. I didn't fill this up because I don't really think we need to. I think there's plenty of herbicide in here at current to do this field. So no reason to spend more of our money that we don't have. So this is actually going to be really difficult as well in the snow. I'm not going to have any clue where I've been here either. You can kind of see, but like not really. I don't know what the best path to go is. It almost looks like this way. Like I can kind of see it this way, kind of. This is going to be difficult. And the snow, I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon if I check the weather. Yeah, it's snowing all day. All day. All day long. There's not a single hour it's not snowing. So we're stuck dealing with this all day. There's no way around it. Now, I certainly could have skipped months, and we are allowed to do that in this series. And after today, we likely will do that. But if I was to skip months now, this field here would not get a second application of fertilizer, and it would not have the herbicide sprayed on it. I didn't want to do that. That's too big of a loss to our yield. So because of that reason, we are working actively on the fields in January with snow. So what I'm going to end up getting, I'm just going to lease it, because we are allowed to lease in this series, which is the only saving grace right now, considering where we are. We want this, and we want that, and we lease it $6,375. So we can easily do it. Then we hook up the trailer to the back. And we will be pumping through some wood chips. Now, the biggest problem, I think, with this is that we are going to fill up that trailer a lot quicker than you might anticipate. It is a big trailer, but we've got a lot of trees. And we are going to be eating through all of those wood chips. Hopefully I'm doing okay, but, I mean, who knows? We're just kind of hoping for the best here. Seems like we're doing all right. Let's see, what kind of... How much horsepower do we need for this thing? 150 horsepower, that's not bad. What I may end up trying to do here is put a worker on this, potentially, and then maybe we can take a peek at seeing about leasing a tractor as well. Well, he's going to do whatever he wants, so that's fine. Just let him do that, or her do that for a minute. 150 horsepower is all we need. I think we can get a small tractor that gives us 150 horsepower. There's easily going to be one in here somewhere. 3,000, so it costs us about 9,000 to do that. That's a lot. I'd ideally like a little bit cheaper than that if we lease it. That, you know. We are actively using this one in our Mazzo playthrough, our Frugal Millionaire Challenge. I don't like doing two in the same, but that's pretty close to what we need. 143 horsepower, I probably could do that. So that's an option. 150 horsepower right here for this one. I've had issues with that Fiat before. I need to remove that. I'm not going to even think about doing that one right now. Here we go. Here we go. The 33 1,726. That's pretty good. That's probably the one we're going to go with here, I think. I'm going to save a little bit of money by not having a cab, but since it's snowing, I feel like that would be the worst thing you could possibly do. You imagine being out there in that snow? Whew. That'd be brutal. Yeah, so it's looking like that's going to be the one for us. All these other ones are a little bit too expensive, I think. But I'm just double checking really quick, so thanks for bearing with me here, gang, while I go through this. Probably should have did it off camera, but we are also using this one. It might not be this exact one. I was going to say we're also using this one in our Broke to Billionaire challenge, but it might not be the exact same one. Okay, so yeah. It's going to be that case. We can't buy it outright, so we're going to have to lease it if we decide to go this route, or we just wait until we're done with this. And, I mean, we're halfway through. I mean, you might as well just do this one, right? That saves us $5,000, well, $3,000. Well, that's happening. Let's do this, because we said we wanted to do some productions. We could potentially put a production down while we're doing that, and we could sort out which section over here we're going to do productions on. Which one's the flattest area? That's really what we want. The one that's less flat, we want to put the crop field on. It almost looks like this one. It's flat here, but this is very hilly right here. But this would be closer to our main area. How's this one? I am thinking this is going to be our production area. So, if we put a greenhouse down, what are we looking at here price-wise? I need to get rid of these greenhouse modular ones. I don't like them. I don't like them. I just forgot to uninstall it. So we've got this new one. It's huge. I mean, that is a massive greenhouse. That is ridiculous. It's going to take up all of our path if we put that in there, so that ain't going to work. We could do this one. The nice thing is we've got a plethora of water. We got a big old lake right there. So that's an option. We could also go with the foil greenhouse, which we utilized in the last playthrough of Elm Creek. Don't like doing that, but there is that option too for much cheaper. And then we have these. Or we could go another route, right? We could do some kind of generator, wind generator, something like that, even though that's just a place and be done, right? You move on. We could do animals. Again, we've got chickens going, but we could get something else going. Bees are always easy to do. We've done a lot of bees, though. Sheep. We're going to be doing sheep very soon on another series, so pigs probably is what we should be trying to consider doing, but pigs are kind of difficult. Well, they're not difficult. I shouldn't say that. If I put them here, they're going to be walking in the water. That's not realistic. We don't want that. Okay, well, I think he's pretty much done with this field. Well, not really, but he kind of is. So, alright, he's completed his task, he says. I don't think you have, but okay, whatever. So let's just finish doing this one, and then we'll do our trees, and then we'll start working on the other part of our land that we have yet to touch. I don't know why he completely missed this section. It doesn't make any sense. These workers are something else, man. They're something else. Alright, so 3 passes, give or take. We gotta go this one up and then back down, and then we've got a section to the left that was missed, and a very small section there in the top. And I don't know if I really want to touch that up or not. I guess I can, but I mean, that's not gonna do a whole lot as far as our yield goes. So let me get this done. No time lapse. Let me get this done, and I'll be back with you, and we'll move on. Alright, the field is done, gang. It is time to lease the tree devour and get some of these trees gone. It's going to be very, very helpful. We still have soybeans in our silo, but they're really not a good time to sell them. I would ideally like to put them in there since we're going to lease the train anyway. But yeah, I don't... Lower down. Come on. No, I can't get it to go in. I think it's because of the snow. I think the snow is... I'm sitting on top of the snow, and now I can't get this underneath the awning. Maybe I can get it on this end. Let's hope. There we go. There we go. Alright. We're going to head to the store. We'll pick up the tree devour. And we'll come back here. And I think, initially, I think we're going to get rid of this tree, the trees that we have on the ground that we have yet to do anything with. I've had them sitting there for a while. We'll get rid of those. Get rid of this tree. I'm going to leave that one and the rest of the trees over there. Just give us a little bit more room to meander and work through here. I'm also probably going to get rid of this tree right here, because it's kind of in our way. And then we're going to head over there to that field, and we're going to start just destroying every tree that we see over there. And then these will all leave here more than likely for now. Maybe we'll take a few of them away, but most of these are all just going to stay here, I think. So let's get to the farm shop and grab that tree devour, and we'll bring it back here, and we'll get underway. Alright, we are back. We've got the tree devour on. Everything's going here. We should start being able to chop these trees down. Yep. There we go. Perfectly. Perfectly. There's a little bit of an issue with that one, so we're going to have to try to fix that one or go at it from a different angle. Nice. Alright, those trees are down. Now, we're going to leave those for right now. Like I said, we may end up getting rid of all of them, but we're going to leave them for right now. Let's get rid of these other ones around here I said we were going to remove to give us a little bit more room to maneuver. This one, specifically, is one of them. Now, this thing's probably going to fill up pretty quickly, I think. I don't think I got any wood chips out of that one. Oh well. It's like some of them, there's just not enough tree there, I guess, to even give you wood chips or something. I don't know, it's weird. I'm actually going to chop this guy down, too. The other two I'll leave over there for now. We may end up getting rid of those two. Not getting any wood chips. Well, these might be actually going in there. I think that's what it is. Because I think this is probably full. Yeah. So they're actually going into the actual collector there. That's what it is. That's what it is. We figured it out. It's heavy. There's a lot of wood chips we got going on here. Nice thing is it also gets rid of stumps. As long as you do it properly, it will get rid of stumps too, which is a good thing. We want that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take this off. I feel like we're losing wood chips and then gaining... It doesn't make any sense. We had more wood chips, now we have less wood chips. I don't understand. So let's let's go at least dump these and just see what happens, I guess. Very weird. We should, right? The wood chips, we should be able to sell them to the train. Yes, we can. And they are going up, which is good. They're actually right now higher than the average. So that's good. Should be a lot of money. Oh, Byron! Oh my gosh, Byron, are you kidding me right now? What the hell was that, Byron? What the hell was that? What are you doing? Oh, frickin' Byron, man. He just launched me into outer space. Oh, frickin' Byron. Every time. And they're just going to shoot the rest of it back. Yeah, that's perfect. Good, 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 good. So I think there just might have been some kind of mix-up a little bit, maybe, with the, I don't know. Who knows? Regardless, we've got a bunch of wood chips in there now. 19,000 liters to be exact. That's a shoot ton of wood chips. That's going to make us so much money. There have been a number of you in the comments who have told me to start doing wood chips, and I was remiss to do so for the longest time, and here I am doing it now, and I'm ecstatic, and I'm glad that you told me about wood chips. This is so much easier to get rid of these trees. I like to change it up, though. You guys know that. I don't like doing the same thing over and over again if I can help it, but sometimes it's just the best deal or the best way to improve your series is by utilizing some of the same equipment, especially when it's cheaper or, you know, just overall better. It's just going to help you so much. Well, the nice thing about this is we can, and we may, I already talked about it before, we have a little bit of extra space here, so we absolutely could expand this field out. We won't be doing it this drilling, but possibly in the second drilling that we do on this field. We may expand this sucker out. So let's get through this, gang. Let's get this done, and I'll be back with you guys when we're all done. I'm not sure if you saw anything that I recorded or not. It looks like I didn't hit the record button. Whoops. Or if I did, I hit off of it when I was looking at... I don't know. I don't know what you just saw. So I apologize, but I did chop down a ton of those trees. Not almost all of them on the one side by the road have all been removed. I guess I didn't really need to put a time-lapse of all of that in there anyway, so I guess maybe if you missed a little bit of it, then not a big deal, but we'll do one for the rest of the trees here. There's a lot. We've got 74,974 liters of wood chips in there. That is going to literally change the complex of this entire series right there. Just from these wood chips. That's a lot of money. I mean, we're looking at almost $2,000 per 1,000 liters. I mean, you're looking at $140,000 right there. Here you go. You can see. It looks completely different now. Doesn't even look like we're in the same field. There is a little stump here I missed. I wanna clean this up if we can get it. I don't know if I got it or not. I can't really see. I think I did. I think I got it. But yeah, this is where the tree line was, which is just like this tree line here. So we can take out this tree line too. We probably will take this tree line out. I mean, this is... There's no reason for us not to, you know, knock out as many trees as we possibly can right now in this month. We may end up having to put on hold our creation of our other field over there that I had talked about. Just because this is... I mean, we're at the best we're going to get right now, and it's going to be a whole another year before we get another one. So we might as well do this and get rid of these while we can. So that's where my mindset is, at least. So let's get this done. There's going to be a time lapse in here. If you didn't get the last time lapse, you'll get it now, I guess. But yeah, let's get this done. Alright, so I think for now, that's all we're going to do. It has changed the landscape dramatically. We have no trees whatsoever on this road now, at least on the land that we own. And I dislike that, but at the same time, we need the money. So I really enjoy going on roads in real life that have trees that are lined up the sides like this. I think it's very pretty, a pretty drive. But this is a game. We're trying to make money. We're trying to make progress. And this is one of, if not the best way for us to make progress at a very rapid pace. And that's what we need. So, yeah, we chopped down every tree we could find. Some of those that were on the edge of the water there, I didn't really want to take the chance. I was afraid we were going to fall into the lake, especially with the snow. So I just decided that it'd be best to not touch those at all. Alright, so now I've got some camera issues. Hold on a second. There we go. We have got so many wood chips in here. This is going to be a massive, massive payday. And the price is still going up. We're at 1902, so I feel like I'm going to leave them here for a little bit longer. It's only going to be a few dollars, but a few dollars is a few dollars. And we'll at least draw out the section of where we're going to make our field at. I think that's what we're going to do. We may not do the whole thing. Maybe we will, but we may not do the whole thing. But at least we can do that and give it a few more minutes to maybe go a little higher than 1902. Wait a few more minutes and potentially be able to, you know, pay the amount to lease or rent the train. Alright, so since we decided we're going to leave the rest of the trees as they are, let's go ahead and return the tree devour. Don't need to hold on to that, forget that we have it, and then have to pay the fee the next month. Or multiple months, if we skip months. Alright. So, let's go take this back. And we'll at least draw out the first, at least one of our fields that we potentially will put in. Like I said, maybe two, but which really depends on the money. We probably won't do two now that we're going to get a good chunk of money initially. Like I talked about before, we may do two of the fields, then one eventually turns into, you know, placeables. But now that we're going to get, you know, what we know is a gigantic. Oh no! I'm not in it, so it didn't ruin it. Can I get a worker to fix it? I started to turn, and I had no turn. I had no turning at all. The snow, wasn't thinking about the snow, completely forgot about it. So now, we've got to create a job for this worker to go to okay, we just saved ourselves. Whew. Whew. That was a little bit of a cheat code right there, but that's okay. Jump out of the tractor quickly, and then it will not harm your crop. Whew, we got lucky. Where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going now. I'm so flustered now, I don't even know where I'm going. I need to be taking this back to our shed. Whew. Man, what an episode. Byron sent us into outer space, and then that. We were sliding all over the place. And then at the end of the episode, now, we're going to make a ton of money. So much money. It's going to be good. We'll be able to get another tractor, which is really a key that we need. And we'll see where we're at after that. Oh, there we go again, sliding. As far as, you know, other upgrades or buying more land, things like that. Okay. Use our plow here. This is a great plow. Rusty is the one that brought me onto this plow during his 200 horsepower challenge, I believe. He was doing a live stream of it. Caught my eye. It's a good plow. We probably, in hindsight, should have kept the tree devour and got rid of these trees in this area if we were going to make this into a crop field, so then there's less issues for the worker if we ever put it on a worker, but it's going to be such a small field it probably won't even really matter. Alright, so I'm going to... This is going to be difficult because I can't really see... I mean, I see the path because of the snow and the grass, but, you know, I want to leave a little bit of space. Not going to be a very big field, but this is a field that ideally we utilize for other crops, not cereal crops. Root crops, potatoes, sugar beets, carrots, red beets, parsnip, all that kind of good stuff, right? That's ideally what this field will be. All right, I think that's as far as I'm going to be willing to go there. And I'm not going to go too close to the edge here either because I'm afraid that we'll be hitting a hill that's just going to be so ridiculous that when we try to harvest it, it's going to be near impossible. So I'm trying to just keep it on the edge right before it caresses into the downslope, if at all possible. It's probably not going to be perfect, but that's what we're going for. I can't wait for you guys to see, I mean, hopefully you guys are excited about it as I am, but I can't wait for you guys to see what the giveaway is going to be. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I really do. I think you guys are really going to like it. I'm really selling this like it's going to be something absolutely spectacular. It's not that good, gang, so don't get that excited about it, but I still think it's a very, very cool thing that you could say that you won just for being a subscriber to the channel. It's, you know, you're gonna win something. You could potentially win something for absolutely free. It costs you nothing. All right, we've made a path. Or I made our outline, excuse me, not a path. So let's see, is it still going up? It is still going up. Tell you what, this isn't going to take us much time. This is not a very big field we're making here. Let's get it done. We'll put a little quick time lapse in here. We'll get this done. And then once it's all over, we'll go hire the train, or rent the train, excuse me. And then we'll go sell all of our wood chips and see what we get. Alright, that field's done. The more I look at this field, I don't really know if even putting root crop is the smartest thing to put in there. They need a lot of room to turn. It's going to be difficult. I don't know. We might have to just make that a cereal crop too. And it's going to be difficult for a cereal crop though because our header is so large for that. Boy. I should have, I guess I should have kept that tree devour until we were 100% positive and we were done with this. Oh well. Oh well. Guess I can just chop those trees down, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Alright. Did it go up? 1907. It keeps on going up. This is good. I probably should wait longer to let it go up even higher, but we don't have anything else to do today. We could do some kind of contract potentially, but that's the only other thing we could do. It's getting pretty a long episode as it is, but let's just look at this and see what's out here. Harvesting in the snow. I mean, there's some pretty big contracts here. Potatoes and parsnip, though, it's not really what we want. 8,000 here, that would be pretty good. $8,000 is a good chunk of change. 23 grand, 40,000, man. You want to talk about making some money? I just don't think they're going to be the big, massive fields, and that's going to take an eternity. So I just don't think it's in our best interest. The train just went past, so let's get this done here. Let's get this train rented. It's stopping. It's coming back. So here we go. We can look at the soybeans while we're here. 190,000 liters of wood chips, by the way. We can look at the soybeans here. It's not even 2,967. I mean, that's almost as low as it can possibly get. It is not even worth it. Man, we would lose so much money if we did that. It'd be great because we're renting the train, like I said, and it'd only be one renting cost, but it is what it is. There's a guy in there that he just disappeared. I don't think I ever noticed that. Anyway. That's actually pretty full. That's probably the fullest that we've ever had this train, man. That's going to be a lot in there. Look at that. We're going to fill up almost that entire train car. Actually, we might even fill up the train car. Look at this. We're not even to 100,000 liters. We are going to fill up the entire train car. Holy smokes. This is by far the biggest train delivery we've ever done. Holy cow. We're going to fill up another one. This is going to be astronomical, the amount of money we get out of this. Oh, I think I can only do it in one. I'm going to have to rent it twice. Oh boy. Well, quick save. Let's just make sure. Yeah, there's still some in there. Okay, let's try this one. We'll give it a shot. Maybe I just didn't have the cover open. I can't really see from this far away. Maybe I didn't have the cover open. Okay, we can't do it. I just didn't have the cover open. I thought I had the one in the back open, but I did not. So that's a me mistake. Well, I guess the good thing is we're going to have so much money. So much money for the next episode. It's going to be great. It's going to be glorious. Alright, let's close the cover, first of all. Even though the other one's going to be getting snow directly on it, that's okay. think I've ever actually sat in this train. I've always been on the outside. Well, I've sat in it, but I mean not actually in first-person view of it. Going backwards. Still really like that, I said that the last time we sold out the train, but I still really like that little house over there, whatever you want to call it. That's a perfect prime example, or prime opportunity to make that into your own little yard. And it comes with a house. Alright, we should be getting shot out here any minute. $364,000. Those wood chips that's the maker right there. It's the money maker, baby. We could buy this land. Oh my goodness. And it's ready to harvest. But it is, let's hold on, let's take a step back for a minute. It is sunflowers, I think. Or is it corn? That is sunflowers. We don't have a sunflower header. We'd have to either rent, or lease, excuse me, or buy one. And then we need to look at sunflowers. What is the best time to sell sunflowers? And March, which is coming up. Oh, damn, we gonna have to do it, gang. We're gonna have to do it. We're buying it. 326,544, and we will probably at the next episode jump from now until February, which is going to be the best time to sell them. Well, March, excuse me. March. We'll skip through February and jump to March. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. So let's buy it. That's another piece of land right next to ours. It's what we want. We're going to have more trees we can chop down with that tree devourer here. All right, there goes all the money we just made. We got 57,000 left. So we'll leave the episode there, gang. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe if you're new. It's free. Helps me out a ton. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, let me know down below. Happy to get back to you on those. Check my other channels out. Links are in the description down below. And, yeah. Thank you all so very much for subscribing if you already have. And continue to watch my channel. And until next time, I'll see each and every single one of you in the next episode.